Centuries ago, an extraordinary journey that went beyond human intellect and the laws of physics took place. Isra and Mi'raj. In mere seconds, our Prophet traveled from Mecca to Jerusalem, a distance of 1,500 kilometers, and from there ascended through the seven heavens. Since that time, this miraculous event has been questioned by many. Some denied it, claiming it contradicts the laws of physics, while others dismissed it as nothing more than a legend. But what if this extraordinary event holds secrets that can be explained through scientific and rational evidence? Could it be that our Prophet also experienced time travel during this journey? Is time travel theoretically possible according to modern science? In this video, you will discover aspects of Mi'raj that you have never heard before and see how new scientific theories can help us understand it more easily. If you're ready, let's begin. With your support, our video will reach every corner of the world that remains in darkness. Please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel now. Now, before we begin explaining the rational and scientific aspects of the Mi'raj miracle, let us recall this sacred event and embark on our journey. Before Mi'raj, our Prophet ﷺ tirelessly preached Islam, yet many people refused to believe in him. During this period, he endured immense physical and emotional hardships. He remained steadfast through insults, torture, and oppression, as well as the years of social boycott. Later in Ta'if, he faced yet another severe test when he was stoned by its people. Amidst these struggles, our Prophet lost his beloved wife, Hazrat Khadija, and his uncle, who had always supported him. The accumulation of these sorrows led to that year being known as the Year of Sorrow. His loneliness and grief deepened. It was precisely during this difficult time that Allah, to soothe his messenger's heart and relieve his sorrow, granted him the Mi'raj. One night, suddenly, Jibril alayhi salam appeared and awakened the Prophet. He invited him on a journey that would bring peace to his heart and comfort to his soul, because the dwellers of the heavens were eagerly awaiting him. And the great miracle began. Isra, this extraordinary journey, which took place during the night, is conveyed to us in the Quran through Surah Isra. While the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was resting near the Kaaba, the angel Jibril came to him and called out, "O Muhammad, your Lord invites you to his presence." Then the Prophet was mounted on a white steed called Burak. This mount was not large in size, but it was known for its extraordinary speed, able to place its hooves on the farthest point visible to the eye. Like a flash of white light, Burak carried the Prophet to Masjid al-Aqsa, hundreds of kilometers away, within seconds, accompanied by Jibril alayhi salam. Miracles of time within time and space within space unfolded one after another. After reaching Masjid al-Aqsa, the Prophet began his ascent to the heavens, known as Mi'raj. During this ascension, he passed through 7 levels of the skies, each carrying a unique significance, and encountered different prophets at each level. In the 7 layers of the heavens, he met 7 different prophets: Isa, Yahya, Yusuf, Idris, Musa, Harun, and Ibrahim alayhimussalam. Each meeting was a divine station, a scene filled with celestial messages and an unparalleled highlight of the Prophet's journey. The ascent continued until Sidrat al-Muntaha, the ultimate boundary that no created being can pass. At this point, the angel Jibril stopped and stated that he could go no further, as attempting to do so would cause him to burn. During this extraordinary journey, our Prophet witnessed paradise and its blessings. He described the gardens of paradise, rivers of milk and honey, and the rewards granted to the righteous. He also saw hell and its torments, vividly explaining the punishments faced by sinners and wrongdoers. Now let us begin to examine the details of this unique and divine journey in the light of scientific data and rational evidence. Isra and Miradž in the light of science. Hadiths mention that the creature on which our Prophet ﷺ traveled was named Burak. The word Burak means great energy or light. Burak could instantly reach the farthest point visible to its eye. Modern science tells us that traveling at incredible speeds or moving close to the speed of light requires an immense amount of energy. Einstein's theory of relativity explains that when one reaches the speed of light, time comes to a standstill. However, for physical beings like us, this is not possible. Still, when moving at very high speeds, time slows down relative to the speed. This is a scientific fact. What is fascinating is that these truths, revealed by modern science centuries later, were pointed out 1400 years ago in the Quran through the following verses. He arranges every matter from the heaven to the earth. Then it will ascend to him in a day, the measure of which is 1,000 years of your reckoning. Surah As-Sajdah, Ayah 5. The angels and the spirit, Jibril, ascend to him in a day, the measure of which is 50,000 years. Surah Al-Ma'arij, Ayah 4. These verses emphasize that the time of Allah and the angels is not the same as human time, highlighting that time is not an absolute concept. It can change depending on space and the state of beings. Modern science supports this reality as well. It is now scientifically accepted that time is relative and can vary based on factors such as speed and gravity. In this context, the expressions in the Quran provide significant indications about the relativity of time from 1400 years ago. Time travel is not merely a fantasy. It is a concept that can be grounded in scientific principles. Time is not just a flowing reality. It is a mysterious phenomenon that changes based on the state of beings and is difficult to comprehend. What is remarkable is that while we have only discovered these concepts scientifically in the last 150 years, the Quran informed us of this knowledge centuries ago. This once again reveals how the Quran is a timeless miracle. At the same time, by placing the Miradž event on a scientific basis, it allows us to understand that this miraculous journey is far deeper and more meaningful than we might have imagined. Now let us continue examining the Miradž miracle from this perspective. The possibility of time travel was scientifically proven in an experiment conducted in the 1990s. In this experiment, 2 synchronized atomic clocks were used. One clock remained on the ground, while the other was placed inside an airplane and traveled at high speed. At the end of the experiment, a difference of 1/1000th of a second was detected between the 2 clocks. This clearly demonstrated that time slows down due to the effects of speed and motion. Today, every expert in the scientific community knows that when a person moves at high speeds, time flows more slowly for them. However, this difference is so small that it is beyond human perception.